Today is the 18th of March. I want to read out an email I sent to Suzanne Lee, Minister for Health, Federal Minister for Health, on the 6th of January. That's nearly 11 weeks ago. I might sound a bit arrogant and abrupt, but it's not over the top. It's no reason for them not to reply to me. I'll just read it out. Dear Minister, I tried calling your office to ask a simple question, but was advised that there is no one there who speaks to anyone who may have health queries. I was informed that to get a response from you or your staff, I need to send an email or letter. How ridiculous is that? We elect you as trustees and you don't have the time or make the effort to speak to us during business hours. You are a public servant, and that definition means you must be accountable to every single Australian. The question I want to ask you as Health Minister is, why is blood test for heavy metals, specifically aluminium, not covered by the health system? Testing of blood should be very much the same for everything, so why are heavy metals different? Does the government have something to hide? I was tested 3 years ago and it was free, but now it's not. What has changed in the last 3 years? I probably shouldn't have put this last bit in, but anyway, I await your swift reply, something which could have been done in 1 minute when I spoke to your receptionist. Please don't make me wait, as I need to have this test done urgently. Yeah, okay, I probably shouldn't have put that in, because if it was urgent, I would have paid for it. But I'm not going to pay $100 and something for a stupid blood test. I've actually sent this to 3 different email addresses. She has 3 different email addresses, so you'd think at least one of them in only 3 months would come back. There was other people who did the same thing. I've had 2 replies from 2 people, and I'm just going to show you the reply that they sent these 2 people. This one, I hope he doesn't mind me showing his email address, from Mr. Collins, who sent the email on the 11th of January, which was 5 days after me. He got a reply on the 23rd of February, nearly a month ago. And the second person, hope she doesn't mind either, Miss Whitlow, she sent it a day after me, 7th of January. She received this reply today, March 18th. You'd think, just looking at this letter, that 10 weeks to write this letter, you'd think they'd have a specific letter for each person. It wouldn't be exactly the same word for word, surely. Let's just read this. Thank you for your correspondence of 7th of January to Minister for Health, Suzanne Lee, regarding the cost. It says here, the Minister has asked me to reply. This is signed J. Smith, Assistant Secretary, Primary Care and Diagnostics, 17th of March. So she's put in this effort to write out this letter, detail all these things, but it says the Minister's asked me to reply. How does this letter look compared to Mr. Collins' letter? Well, exactly the same, except for the date. Changed from 7th of January to 11th of January. Same thing regarding the cost of heavy metal blood testing. The Minister has asked me to reply. Word for word is exactly the same. Exactly the same. All that they've changed is the Dear Mr. Collins and the date, 11th of January. And I'll show that again. Dear Miss Whitlow, 7th of January. Everything else is the same. So it took 12 weeks, and I'm still waiting. Not 12 weeks, 11 weeks. I'm still waiting for mine. Exactly the same letter. All they change is the name and the date. Everything else is the same. And this is your government for you. And they employ this person here, J. Smith, Assistant Secretary, to take 10 weeks to reply with a letter. All they do is change the name and the date. And this letter is always there for everyone. It's the template for everyone. It's a tough job, changing 11 to a 7 or to whatever number they choose of the month and changing the name. It just goes to show they don't give a shit about you. You know, they don't do anything. You wonder what they do all day. It took them 10 weeks to send this exact same letter that they sent to everyone else. And I'm sure if I do get mine, who knows if I will because of my rather harsh words, it'll have exactly the same. Or maybe I didn't put my surname on it. Maybe that they don't like that. I just put Peter K. Wonder if that makes a difference. I mean, it's no law to say that you have to put your surname when you send an email to the government. I don't want them to know, my name and be put on a hit list, if I'm on a hit list or not. Probably am. Anyway, anyone else has got the same letter, let me know. Same reply. Tough job, changing one number and changing someone's name, and it takes them weeks and weeks and weeks. GovernNot, you are a fucking joke.